Shabbat Shalom, Shari Torah. Hope that everybody is doing well. It's been quite a week in my house with a new baby at home, with a sick kid at home, with just the hustle and bustle of preparations for the holidays. But while everybody is sleeping for just a few minutes this morning, I wanted to share a word of Torah. This week's Parashat Ki Tetzei, is one that is near and dear to my heart, as it is my bar mitzvah parsha. September 6, 2003, if you're playing along at home, in which I got up that morning and spoke about God knows what. It wasn't of any substance, but read the Torah, and it still sticks with me today. And I was looking at the Parsha earlier in the week, and I found mentioning to what it means to build a home. In particular, the mitzvah of putting a fence around your roof. You see, the verse says that when you build a new house, you shall make a parapet for your roof, so that you don't bring blood guilt on your house if someone falls from it. Basically, what the Torah is telling us is that we're supposed to put a barrier or a boundary around the top of our roof so that nobody falls off, and then we would be liable. Seems fairly simple. See, once upon a time, houses in ancient Near East had flat roofs, which were used for drying and storing different things like produce, as well as kind of walking around and socializing and having a place that you could even sleep on if the weather was warm enough. It's there, so no surprise whatsoever that the Torah tells us that the Israelites are supposed to put this guardrail around the roofs to prevent any sort of mishap from occurring. This is a historical way of making a home into the house that we live. Safety, being conscious of our neighbors, being practical, and all those things. The Ramban, Nachmanides, the 13th century Spanish commentator, he connects this mitzvah with a verse found in the book of Leviticus that says that we should not stand idly by the blood of our neighbor. Nachmanides is connecting for us that we are supposed to be responsible not only from refraining from causing harm to our neighbor, but also preventing harm from happening to others, even if it's not in our own control. Once we're aware of the needs of the things that are outside of our own, and we're reactive and responsive, we have the ability to enhance our own lives and through the care of others. This fence, this parapet around our roof can be as a symbol for welcoming any experience with anybody, enabling parameters and boundaries and awareness to keep relationships both safe, whole, and even sacred. One further thought comes from Rabbi Bachia, a 14th century commentator from Spain. He explains that the parapet around the roof of the house actually embraces and binds together everyone within the house on which that is built. It's a symbol of inclusion and caring, of welcoming and relationship building. As we are preparing for the Yamim No'rin, the high holidays that are just in a couple of weeks, daily with reminders of the shofar and our own abilities to start doing tshuva, of repenting, we should think about how we welcome people into our own home, into our synagogue, into our spaces that are sacred to ourselves and to our community, as well as into our own individual lives. In a home where I study, where I pray, where I host along with my family, I hope that this year we can find the parapets to think about the responsibilities that exist as we continue creating boundaries to ensure safety, comfort, and welcoming of others. I hope that you are well, wishing you a Shabbat Shalom, and hope to see you in Shul. Take care.